right, we're here with head coach Jack Owens after a 73-68 win over Eastern Michigan. Coach, first, your opening statement.
Yeah, just a great team win. Just happy for the guys. Coming into this game, we had two great practice where guys were competing. Just wanted to get that nasty taste out of our mouth from Tuesday night. Just thought we didn't compete at a high level on Tuesday. And the guys came out, they fought, and played against a good Eastern Michigan team. Like, you look at their record and you're like, man, they're 0 and whatever. And you see how you watch on film how they've been in majority of their games and their length and their size and their ability to break people down off the dribble. We knew it was going to be a difficult game. We're just happy with the overall team effort. A lot of guys made plays. I thought Nike was great in the high post area facilitating. Isaiah Coleman-Lance came up huge. He just starting to get his rhythm back. Just thought he played great. And Mekhi Lowry had 8 assists and what do you have? He had 8 assists and 3 turnovers. Day, he's just a consistent guy. You look at the box score, Day Grant's just a consistent person. And Milos, I just thought I stuck with him that second half just because of, his fight and what he was doing out there. But he did a great job. But each guy who came in contributed. I thought Eli in the first half did a great job of just helping us out, finding the sweet spot of that zone, if it's short corner or block. And the guys just did a good job. Great team effort.
All right, we'll open up for questions.
How impressed are you with committing only 10 turnovers against that defense and only 3 in the second half?
Yeah, you know what? I've talked about this team's skill since we've been here. This is the most skill we've had. And I understand sometimes it gets lost when you lose a game, but we have skilled guys who can all dribble, pass, and shoot. And when you have Mekhi and Day and Nike's going to facilitate like he did in that high post area, then you bring a guy like Isaiah off the bench and, Milos or whoever it is that other guard that can rotate in and out. It makes getting in the sweet spot of the zone where you're working high posts and you're working the corners a little easier. But I'm just proud of the guys. They bought into the game plan, and like they have majority of the year, you just bought into what we wanted from an offensive standpoint, and we were able to make enough shots.
I'm sure there was some disappointment in the Akron loss.
Right.
How much did it take to bounce back? Were they right back at it the next day, as far as being able to mentally and everything bounce back and work toward this game?
Yeah, if you're a competitor and you compete, you look forward to the next opportunity. We had 2 spirited practice as well, just from the standpoint of there's expectations of here how you go about your business. Like, you have to play hard. That's the first thing we evaluate if you're playing hard. Like today, there was a loose ball in front of across the bench, across from us, and it was bouncing. And Isaiah Coleman-Lance knew exactly what I was going to say when that ball was bouncing. You dive on it, but he said, "Coach, I wouldn't have been able to get to it. It'd been like fake hustle." But no, I just want the guys to come out and compete. And you're right, Tuesday night was not our best effort, and the guys responded today for sure.
As disappointing as it was Tuesday, Grant had 16 points,
Right.
like a personal high for him. But when I walked out of the building that night, he's out there in his civvies shooting some free throws and everything. Does that tell you a little bit about not only him but this team?
Yeah, you know what? I just said it on the radio. For the most part, we're still a young team, and each year Nike and Delonte been here, their role has changed, and I some people might jump the gun and just think, the leadership and everything's going to come just because they're in their 3rd year, where in reality they've played 2 years of basketball and they haven't had the opportunity to lead. And I think those guys are understanding what it takes to lead a team and how to work. But back to Day, he's built different. I mean, he's a kid that's, he's old school. He's a throwback. This kid, no matter what, he has class. He's going to get in the gym 9 or 10 o'clock at night. He's going to be in this gym shooting. He comes in before, he say after. He's a guy who watched film. He's a guy that you definitely can hook your car up to and believe that he's going to be consistent because he cares. For him to go make those 2 free throws to ice the game, it's because of what you're talking about. He put the time in, and we just adjusted his free throw a little bit to where he was standing to where he's a little closer to the line. But he's a guy that's going to work, and I have a lot of guys that does that, and I have assistant coaches who get them in the morning, and they work with them. And, Day-Day's a worker, and he's going to continue to get better. I think he's going to be a special guard in this league.
Benelli really hurt you in the first half. In the second half, you put Nike on him.
Right.
What'd you tell Nike about him, because he did a great job on him?
Good observation there, Bake. We actually just gave Nike a challenge. We said, hey, coming into the game, he was the one guy that we felt could really stretch our defense. And he was able to get us on some indirect ball screens where we had a bigger guy on him, where our tag was a little slow. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good enough when you're on a shooter like that. So the challenge was with Nike, don't let him score. And he scored 3 points. I think that was the difference in the game from a defensive standpoint. But our guys did a good job containing the bounce and not allowing them to get in the middle of the paint and score and get dump downs for dunk for the big fella. Because any time you get in the paint, there's an angle. We have no one that can compete with his jumping ability. So it's important for us to keep him out the paint. And Nike did a great job of making him work for everything and not letting him get 14 more points.
It's been a little touch and go lately, this game, and I think a little bit of maybe the Kent State game on the late inbounds passes and that. Is that something that you guys work on regularly or are going to work on a little bit more or what?
Just press offense. We have to be able to get open. Yeah, it's something that we do work on, and we have to be able to just get the catch. What you're talking about against, I believe, Kent, it was a good pass. Day just didn't keep his eye on it. You know what I mean? He was making a turn before he completely caught the basketball. That's what I saw on film, where he just got to catch it, jump stop, and square up. Things we work on, but he definitely learned from that. And today, their size and their length, when they pressed, they were able to knock the ball out and make it difficult for us. But yeah, we have to do a better job of just getting a clean catch and going from there.
Anything else? All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're here with redshirt sophomore guard Isaiah Coleman-Lands after a 73-68 win over Eastern Michigan. We'll open up for questions.
First of all, big picture, what's this do for the morale of the team, especially after falling behind and being behind at halftime and then coming back in the second half?
Obviously, a win gives you a boost in morale, but I feel like whenever we get the win at home, take care of our business in front of our fans, it also gives us a boost. And hopefully we got a good Central Michigan team that we lost to earlier coming in, so hopefully we can get the ball rolling and take care of business Tuesday too.
You're out front handling the ball a lot, kind of making things go. How much patience does it take for you and the team working against the kind of zones that they can throw up at you?
Well, me and the other ball handlers, we try to get good shots on every possession. I feel like Makai did a really good job today. He had 8 assists, so he did a great job setting the pace and creating for other teammates. I feel like we have to pick and choose when we want to attack in transition and when we want to slow down and get a good shot. So I feel like we obviously did a good job since we got the win, and even though we came behind in the first half, so we stuck to it and trusted our offense and came out with the win.
What can you tell us about the inbounds plays there at the end? Looked like they had a lot of pressure on you in both instances.
I just try to be confident, make a confident play. Always you want to know how many timeouts you have. So I feel like trust my judgment. I feel like I'm a confident basketball player. So just deliver a good, sturdy pass, and it worked out.
Congratulations on a great game, by the way. Great offensive game. Tell me about the defense in that second half. What was the difference in the defense? Guys like Benelli didn't get a shot. It was much, much tighter in the second half.
Yeah, Nike actually did a really good job of staying attached to him and not letting him get a clean look. And also, I feel like everyone did a good job of helping the backside because they have a huge man down there. It was very physical, and we all try to help the helper, as we like to say, in the locker room. So I feel like we did a really good job in that and limit their clean looks, and it helped.
You personally, season high 16 points in a game like this, helping contribute to a big win for you guys. That's got to be personally gratifying for you.
Yeah, it is, but I'm just ultimately really happy that we got a win because that really doesn't mean nothing if the ball doesn't go our way a couple of sessions. So as long as my team's happy we get a win, I don't really care how many points I score or what I have to do as long as we come out on top.
Anything else? All right, thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you.